Hey Runescape, what's up? This is Death09 and this is my solo Rex DK guide, part 1. So feel free to click on any of these annotations to go to the part that you need. To start off, there's 3 Dagannoth kings, Prime, Rex, and Supreme. Prime uses Mage, Rex uses melee, and Supreme uses range. Prime hits the highest, so you want to pray Mage the most. Okay, so in your familiar, you're going to want to put a brew to super restore ratio of 3 to 1 or 2 to 1. And I usually have a healing familiar at the end of it, so I know when to dismiss my Beast of Burden. For the inventory, you're going to want to have a ranged weapon, a melee weapon, familiar pouches, all your runes for casting the spell to kill Rex with. You're going to want to have anti-poisons, maybe a prayer potion, and then again brews to rests, however many you expect to use. This is personally what I use. Okay, for your armor or your gear, you're going to want to have a high range and mage defense. You're also going to want to have a good magic defense or magic attack. So I'll put a list of the armor from best to worst on the screen, and just put in whatever you can use. If you have Arcane Stream, I highly recommend using it. And then for the ring, I use Ring of Wealth just because I think it gives me better drops, and you can use whatever you want. Also, make sure that you have a ranged and melee weapon, just in case Prime or Rex, Prime or Supreme get on you during Rex soloing. Okay, getting to Dagannoth Kings from Waterbirth is kind of a maze. To start off, you need at least 2 people to get through the first door support, so either have a partner that's just going to die afterwards, or join Bursting Lob CC to help you do this pretty much. If it's your first time, this is going to be very challenging. The second obstacle is a doorpost, and you need to range the other side while another person ranges your side, or range their side and they come in and melee your side. People will help you do this, trust me. Climb down the ladder and then pretty much pray everything that I do. Starting off with Mage, going to range. Going up, you can either take a rest or you can go, but in this case I didn't. Pray melee if you don't. Go down, pray range. Go down the ladder on the west side, pray Mage. Go up the west ladder, down, Mage still. South ladder. Pray. Here's another spot you can rest, and then you're gonna have to pray melee. Run all the way east, climb down the ladder, start praying range. Go all the way east, then north. Pray range still, because there's only ranges up here, and then go to melee, because there are more melee than rangers down here. And then go behind the ladder and rest. Okay, so after your long journey, you're finally ready to go to Dagannoth Kings. Pray melee, because there will be a bunch of rock lobsters here that can potentially KO you, especially if you're a less advanced player. Switch to pray Mage as soon as you get to the wide open area, and then come down here. You can either choose to pot up Star Brew and Super Restore now, or you can just go down. Go down, and you want to make sure that you only have 2 Dagannoths on you, preferably Prime and Rex. But if Supreme gets on you and Prime doesn't, that's fine. If Prime, Supreme, and Rex get on you, you should go back up the ladder, wait, and then come back down until you have only 2 Dagannoths on you. Right now I only have 1. I attack Rex, and I'm ready to go. I got poisoned pretty quickly. That doesn't usually happen. So what you're going to want to do, I just lured him. I'm going to show you how to lure after this part of the video. What you should do is put your deflect prayers on. Hopefully you have deflects. They really help in this situation because the Dagannoths hit pretty decently high. So if you're sitting here with, say, Prime on you, there's a good possibility that Prime could KO himself just by attacking you, and then you wouldn't have to worry about it anymore. If you have regular prayers, that's fine. You just have to, it just takes a little bit of a longer time. I have curses on because I have soul split, and if you have soul split, then you should bring more prey than food because you're gonna be able to last here a lot longer. So kill Rex, run bottom south if you have Supreme on you, and then go up and start meleeing Supreme. As soon as you run up here, Prime will probably jump on you, and you need to switch to Mage Prey because Prime is going to be able to hit 500s or so on you. Now this is the most you're going to be able, the most you're going to have to eat ever. You just have to tank this part out, and you should be pretty good afterwards. A lot of people don't like using Bruise right away this quickly, so you just have to get over that. I think I used like 3, which is pretty bad. But yeah, just tank this out, put on your highest strength and attack praise, and just keep on praying range and kill Supreme. If Rex comes up before you finish killing Supreme, you should just keep on killing him if you're under half if Supreme is under half HP already. If not, then you should run back out and try to do it again. There's Rex coming up, and I go back down south and I lure him. There's this spot southeast that is protected from where Prime and Rex can't, or Prime and Supreme can't get on you, and it's this spot right now that I'm in. So if you stay in this spot the whole time, you should be pretty good off. The Spinalops, or whatever they're called, do a lot of damage, and that's pretty much the only reason why you're going to have to be having Bruise and healing Familiars and Soul Split during this time. So continue to kill Rex, and as soon as you finish, go northeast to the highest point and start ranging Prime. If you get a good drop from Prime, and it happens sometimes, you can get Water Tallies or D-Hatchet or a Sears Ring or something, then run out into the middle and just melee Supreme again. It's not that big of a deal. And it's definitely worth it to pick up the 1 mil drop or 300k drop instead of just leaving it on the ground. So up in this northeast corner, Supreme can't get on you. Right here is pretty much the best area to have. And if you stay in this spot, then you should be good. If you go too far northwest, say about 3 spaces diagonally northwest, Supreme could get on you, and if you're sitting there tanking again, it could make your trip a little, quite a bit worse actually. The most you want to have is maybe do this once or twice a trip. Just try not to get either of them on you. Try to stay as southeast and close to that one spot as possible. Here's the one good thing to mention. When Rex spawns over here and you're still killing Prime, if you want to stay here and wait and see if Rex won't get on you, you can. I always like to go kill Rex first because it's more profit than Prime, especially when I can put curses on, and then potentially just have Prime kill himself while I'm killing Rex. So take off your range prey or whatever you're praying to kill Prime, and then lure Dagannoth Rex like this. I will show you again how to do this after in about a minute. I think a minute and a half, maybe minute 45. I should be able to show you the lures again. There are many ways to lure Rex, and these are my 2 favorite. The northeast far dip and the southeast little branch corner. I don't know what to call that. Okay, so you can see that I'm killing Rex, and this is pretty much the whole thing that you do. You kill Rex, you run back, you kill Rex, you run back, and then when you're starting off, you should go and just pretty much follow this thing. So go back onto your range weapon, make sure to switch to a range attack, because you'll probably still be on auto cast. I think I lagged a little bit there, I'm not sure. put your range prey back, or your range bonus back on. Keep mage prey up this whole time, or else I guarantee you will be KO'd. And then continue ranging prime until he dies. And then once he has, run back to the southeast spot. And for a little tip, I like to keep my window on minimum possible when I'm going DKs, because it lets me blood runes. That's not a good drop to go out and get. It lets me know exactly where the spot is. You see that square that I just clicked? That is the safest spot in this whole arena. Okay, so going on to the looters. Okay, this is personally my favorite lure. You run south until you get to this little flat part down here. If you look at the bottom, you see a diagonal and then a flat part, then a diagonal, then a flat, smaller flat, and then a diagonal again. You go to the rightmost part of the flat part and you just sit there and then wait for Rex to spawn, attack him, run back to the safe spot right here that I'm standing at right now, and then you just continue to soul split him and you should be good. If you go one spot over to the left, on the very far left part of the flat area, Supreme should get on you, and that would not be the best thing. Here's the other one. You attack Rex from this area up here. This part you might have to worry about Prime, which isn't a good thing. And then you run back down to the safe spot, and Rex should be over here, and you can continue to mage him and soul split him, and you should be good again. Rex will be pretty far away from you. This is used more often if you are hybriding with friends or tribriding. I typically, if I'm soloing, I'll just do the south one. I'll call this the north lure. The last one that you saw was the south lure. The south lure is my favorite and it's faster. The only bad part is make sure not to stay on the left part of the bank, or else you'll get attacked by Supreme. Maybe. That's it. I'm guessing this is why you're doing Dagannoth Kings, or if you've looked them up before. And the profit is very good. I had to tell you early on this trip because I started lagging, but overall 6 mil profit. So good luck you guys, and thank you for watching my guide.